Good morning, children. Today we will be seeing the next topic in our lesson, sound. Okay, we saw sound is a form of energy which enables us to hear. And then we saw the different methods, how the sound is being propagated in the form of longitudinal wave, transverse wave. And then what are all the properties which we consider when the sound is being traveled in the form of the wave. The amplitude, the time, the frequency, okay, and the number of vibrations. All this were taken care. Now we are going to see the next topic, the reflection of sound. Reflection of sound. That is, like light, the sound is also going to be reflected. Okay, so when the sound waves fall on a surface, okay, they bounce back from the surface. So this phenomenon is called reflection of the sound, and the wave which falls on the reflective surface, is called incident sound wave, and the sound waves that bounce back are called the reflected sound waves. Okay, and the nature of the reflection depends mainly on the texture of the surface. Texture means the material or the outer surface of the material. If it is soft or if it is very smooth, the sound will be reflected very loudly. Okay, and then if there are many depths, like in our theaters, in the theater, if you see, there will be many designs carved on the walls. The walls will not be very plain. That all will improve the sound effect, because the sound will be reflected more. If the area is more, the reflection of the sound also will be more. Okay, so this is how the sound reflection is used in the place of loudspeakers, sunboards and hearing aids. In the hearing aids. Now what is this echo? Echo means sound in Greek language. So echo is a Greek word which means sound. Okay, an echo will occur when the sound is hit on the hill or wall, because they will be reflecting back into the atmosphere. Is it not? That is, you are shouting from the top of the hill. What is happening? The hill surface will reflect back the sound waves into the atmosphere. So echo is the repetition of the sound produced when a rigid surface reflects the sound. That is, a rigid surface like our hill or a building is reflecting the sound waves. Likewise, they are given the example. We shout inside a big room or an auditorium. What is happening? We will be hearing multiple echoes, because the sound is reflected from one wall to another and then to another. So this collection of reflected waves is called as reverberation. It is called as reverberation. See, this is the speaker or the sound producing body. The waves are being travelled. The moment they strike an object, it can be a wall, it can be anything, the waves are again reflected back. This is the very logical one. But if in an auditorium means what? It is a closed place, or you can say you have four walls. These like four walls. When the sound is produced here, it will all strike the walls, it will be reflecting, it will reflect here, and the moment it strikes here, it will be reflected here. Okay, so all this will cause reverberation. What is that spelling? REVERBERATION. Reverberation. Okay, now the minimum distance required to hear an echo. The minimum distance. So that is what they are calculating. The human brain can distinguish two distinct sounds only if there is a gap of 1/10 of the sound of a second between the two sounds. That is, you can identify this is this sound and that is that sound only if there is a gap of 1/10 of a second. That is a time gap of 1/10 of a second should be there. So the echo has to be produced after 1/10 of a second. Then only you will be able to hear. Okay. So we have to be calculating the time as 1/10 of the second for us to hear the echo. Now coming to stethoscope. Stethoscope is an instrument which is used to hear our heartbeat, which the doctors will have. The sound received by the chest piece. This is the chest piece. The flat one which they keep on the surface of the heart and say that is called the chest piece. That will be sent to the earpiece. Earpiece is what the doctor will put on his ears and listen. So that is the earpiece. So by this, what is this? Tube. With the help of this tube, the sound waves are being reflected multiple times. So it will be reaching the earpiece. Okay, clearly. Now the speed of sound in air is 340 meter per second. Okay, and d is the distance between the source and the reflective surface. So we are going to see the speed is equal to distance by time. So the 2 times the distance will be there. So 2d by t. So that is, this is the distance between the source and the surface. So if this is distance d, it will be again coming back. So that is 2d. So 2d by t. Finally, we are calculating that it should be at least 17 meter away from the source so that echo can be heard. So for the echo to be heard, the distance between the source and the reflective object should be minimum 17 meter. Okay. Now bats are nocturnal animals. Nocturnal means they will be only coming out in the night, like our cockroaches. Cockroaches are also called as nocturnal insects, and they use echo for navigation, because in the night there will be no light facility or night lamps will not be there in most of the areas. So how is this bats are surviving in the night? They use this echo and they find the prey in the dark. How they find? They will be beating their wings very fast. So what is happening? The sound produced in that flapping of the wings will be transferred in the form of waves. It will strike the object, whichever the object may be. It can be the prey or it can be a wall, it can be a tree, anything. It will hit and it will come back. So with that distance or with that echo, they can locate the object. Okay, so this phenomenon is called sound ranging. Dolphins, whales and some birds also use this location, echolocation, to navigate and find food. Okay, now coming to sonar. What is expansion of sonar? Sonar means sound navigation and ranging. Sound navigation and ranging is a technique which is based on the principle of reflection of sound to detect and locate underground objects and the depth of the water bodies. Okay, this is very, very useful in the navigation of ships in the seas. Not only that, whenever there is an accident or when a plane crashes into the sea, we have to find out where the debris is. Debris is what are the remainings of that crashed plane. How will we find out? Because you cannot simply go search with our hands and eyes. Inside the deep ocean, we will be using this sonar technique. Why? Sonar means sound navigation and ranging. That is, you are going to use the reflection of sound technique and find the debris. Okay, that is, we are going to send the ultrasonic waves into the water, and if they find any block or any object, they will be coming back. Depending upon the distance, depending upon the time, Okay, we can calculate the distance where the object is. Okay, so applications of the sonar will be to identify and locate the submarines and measure the depth of the oceans, to find large shoal of fish deep under the water, and to navigate ships. Okay, so the speed of sound in water is 1482 meter per second, whereas the speed of sound in air is 340 meter per second. Okay, now this ultrasound scans are now highly used to do the study about the internal organs like heart, lungs and kidneys, and doctors are using the scan to study the developing fetus, like if the mothers are carrying, that is if the mother is pregnant, okay, or if the want to understand the study the fetus means the unborn baby which is inside the mother's womb, they will be studying that using the ultrasound scans. Now coming to the absorption of sound. Absorption means it is going to take in, that is some of the sound is going to be taken inside by the object. So sound absorption is the process where sound energy is taken in by the material, okay, or object on which it falls. So when the sound falls on the surface, a part will be reflected and part will get absorbed. So it will all depend on the nature of the surface. Rough surfaces absorb more sound. So then compared to the smooth surface, rough surface will absorb more sound. Hence the soundproof rooms are constructed such that the walls are covered with rough materials. And this will also help the absorption of the sound results in less or zero reflection of the sound and therefore reduces the reverberation. So that is why in the theaters, okay, or the multiplexes, you will see the surfaces are rough to avoid or to reduce the reverberation. Coming to the soundproof box. So the soundproof box will prevent the sound produced from not propagating outside. It will prevent the sound from propagating outside. So it is designed in such a way that it will absorb the maximum sound and it will not allow the sound to escape outside. All will be inside. Like the interior walls of the soundproof box are made up of soundproof materials like acoustic foams. Okay, acoustic foams. Okay, now coming to the activity, how to design a soundproof box. You can do this activity and see. Okay, now we are going to see the speed of sound in different media. So sound travels. How is it traveling? Through solid, liquids and gases, but it will be slowly traveling in gas, fast in liquids and very fast in the solids. Okay, so slow in the gas, so that is why it is 340 meter per second. In the liquids it is 1428 meter per second, and in the solids it will be even more faster, because in the solids we have already seen the particles or the molecules are very closely packed, so the vibrations will be easily passed on to the adjacent molecules. Okay, so this is how the sound will be traveling. We have the speed of the sound. In air it is 332 meter per second. In water it is 1490. In sea water it is 1522. Copper 4660, and in steel it is 5940. Okay, so when the fireworks explode, we can hear the noise. Similarly, the lightning flashes are heard with the thunder. Okay, so coming to the revision zone, the loudness of the sound will depend on the amplitude. At 20 degrees Celsius, the speed of the sound in air is 343. Sound travels fastest in the solids. The collection of the reflected waves is called as reverberation. Okay, so children, go through all this, and in the next class I will complete this lesson and I will give you the markings for the book back exercises. Okay, thank you children.